Sometimes life feels like a blur. You wake up, go through the same motions, check your phone, rush to work or study, and before you know it, another day is gone. Inside, there's this quiet frustration. You want to move forward, build something meaningful, something that makes your life feel yours. But somehow, everything feels unclear. You make plans that never get finished, you set goals, but they keep changing, you start projects, but lose motivation halfway through. It feels like walking through fog, moving, but not really seeing where you're going. If you've ever felt lost, scattered, or uncertain about what's next, you're not alone. Even the greatest warriors in history, the samurai, faced this same battle within. But unlike most people, they learned to master it. They didn't find clarity through motivation videos or endless lists. They found it through something deeper. The art of clear planning, what they called Seikka no Michi, the way of clear planning. And this philosophy can completely transform how you move through life.
There was a time in my life when I kept jumping from one idea to another. One week I was motivated to start a business. The next week I wanted to travel the world. And then I thought maybe I should just figure things out later. I had dreams but no structure. I told myself I'll plan it out soon, but I never truly sat down to understand what I was working toward or why. It felt like I was constantly building something but never finishing. Then one evening, while feeling overwhelmed and restless, I picked up an old book about samurai strategy. In the first few pages, I read a single line that stopped me completely. The plan is not for the world. The plan is for your spirit. That sentence changed everything. I realized that planning isn't about controlling life. It's about aligning your soul with your purpose.
The samurai followed a philosophy called Seikka no Michi, meaning the way of clear planning. It wasn't about predicting the future or managing every detail. It was about creating harmony between your inner world and your outer actions. Before any mission, before stepping onto the battlefield, the samurai would go through 3 sacred stages. 1. Silence, to calm their emotions and clear the noise. 2. Vision, to see the purpose behind their action. 3. Structure, to design a plan that was simple, direct, and rooted in values. They didn't write long lists or try to do everything. Instead, they asked one question: does this plan honor my role, my code, and my direction? If the answer was yes, they committed fully. If it was no, they let it go without regret. Their power didn't come from having 100 goals. It came from walking one path with total presence. In today's world, we often confuse movement with progress. We fill our days with notifications, deadlines, and endless noise. We make plans, but they're filled with pressure, not purpose. We keep ourselves busy because being busy feels productive. But busyness without clarity only leads to burnout. The samurai remind us that a real plan is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, with intention and honor. You don't need 20 goals. You need one path rooted in who you are. You need focus that brings peace, not chaos. When your plan comes from your values, every step feels lighter. Every action feels connected to something bigger. That's when discipline stops being painful and starts feeling powerful. So, how can you bring the art of samurai planning into your own life? Here are 5 powerful steps drawn from Seikka no Michi. Step 1.
Begin with stillness. Before you make any plan, silence the noise. Sit quietly, even for just 5 minutes, and breathe. Ask yourself one question. What is the one thing I truly want to create right now? Not what others expect, not what seems impressive. Just one thing that feels true to you. Clarity never comes from chaos. It comes from stillness.
Step 2. Define your 3-part plan. The samurai never overcomplicated things. Their plans were always built around 3 pillars. Purpose? Why am I doing this? First step. What can I do today to move forward? Resilience. What will I do when it gets hard? If you can answer those 3 questions, you already have a powerful plan.
Step 3. Cut away what doesn't serve the path. A sword must be sharp to be effective, and so must your focus. Cut away distractions, unnecessary goals, and anything that doesn't serve your mission. Simplicity creates power. Clutter destroys it. Every yes you give to something unimportant is a no to your true purpose.
Step 4. Review and recommit daily. The samurai reviewed their mission every day, even if it was just for a few minutes. You don't need to rewrite your plan constantly. You just need to remember it. Each morning, ask, "Am I walking my path with clarity today?" Even 5 minutes of reflection can reset your direction. Step 5. Walk with honor, not perfection. The samurai didn't aim for perfection, they aimed for presence. They knew mistakes were part of the path, but honor came from how they responded. Your goal isn't to live flawlessly, it's to move forward with integrity. A plan guided by honor will always lead you closer to peace, even if the road is rough.
Your plan is not just a checklist. It's a reflection of your spirit. It's proof that you've chosen to live intentionally, not reactively. Every time you sit in silence to plan, you're reminding your soul that your life has direction, that your effort has meaning. When the world feels uncertain, your plan becomes your anchor, not because it predicts the future, but because it connects you to your purpose. The samurai didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't wait to feel ready. They created a path, committed to it, and walked it with calm strength. Even when everything around them changed, they stayed rooted in direction. That is the true art of real planning. Not chasing more, not rushing faster, but choosing wisely and moving with honor.
If your life feels scattered right now, return to your center. Take a deep breath and write the plan that your spirit can follow. Because when your plan comes from your heart, not your fear, clarity appears. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need one clear direction and the courage to walk it. So today, choose to live like the samurai, calm in chaos, clear in direction, and grounded in purpose. If you're ready to create a plan that brings true direction to your life, type in the comments, "I will walk my path with clarity." And remember, the plan is not for the world. The plan is for your spirit.